Hey everybody, good afternoon and welcome to Bull City Hangout 320. I think today is the first day of spring, and if it is, happy spring. In my haste, I left my iPad on the other side of the room, the kitchen. Be right back. Let me grab my iPad real quick. Then I'm going to do a little shout out to my neighbor next door. I'm wondering if you could hear the hum of machinery. If so, let me climb back on my chair here. All righty. If you can, then that is the sound of trees being taken down. And I want to thank my next door neighbor, CD. In fact, I actually have a bit of footage to show you. It's pretty cool. I mean, they have this big, I don't even know what it's called, machine thing that then the guy goes up in the bucket and he's cutting down the branches and stuff. So let's see if I can click on this real quick and show you. I don't know what that's called. It's cool. Super awesome. So as he cuts the branches, because he's right over my house, literally, and then he drops the tree parts to the ground. And I want to again thank my neighbor. I'm just really amazed because the trees. So I let my neighbor know that I was a little worried about a dead tree that was right in between our houses, but on his side of the fence, and it's like hanging right over my house. And I was just letting him know I was a little worried about it. So I guess he took a good look with some, I guess they're called arborists or whatever, and discovered that the 3 trees that are in between our houses they're all pretty much dead and all hanging precariously over my house. So he's having all 3 trees taken down. And I just want to thank him because I just know about so many neighbors who have conflicts due to, the same circumstance. And of course, it costs a lot of money. So I'm just really thankful that he's taking care of it. So anyway, let's go on with Bull City Hangout, where I tell you what's happening today in Durham. That's what's happening at my house in Durham. I don't know if I told you my name. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham 𝗕𝗓𝗟𝗧. That's Durham's online community paper, which you can check out at 𝗕𝗓𝗟𝗧.com. And with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in the Bull City, and then I invite you to click on the link. As it appears, Guy, our cook, has already done. You can join me on camera. Up to 10 people can be on camera at once. So don't worry if you ever wanted to come on the show and someone has beat you to the punch. You can always just join us and join the party. Also, if you could share this out, that would be super awesome so that more people here in Durham can find out what's happening. So let's see. Let's go to the word page. That is the nonprofit and the government information page. So let's see. I like to always start out by letting you know that there are some really great programs and services that are being offered by local nonprofits, the city of Durham, and also Durham County. So just go up and down the page and see what pertains to you. Now, there are some city board vacancies I wanted to let you know about. There's only 2, but still, these are very important. And what you do, if you're interested in joining one of these commissions or boards or whatever, then you put in your application, and then I guess they make their choice. So the deadline is this Thursday. And the 2 openings, one opening is in the Durham Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Commission. Then the other opening is in the Durham Cultural Advisory Board. So if you have special interest or special knowledge, you might want to check that out. I also want to remind you about the county. Well, it's a federal program run by DSS, Social Services. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Let me scroll down to Durham County. So the deadline for signing up for the Low Income Energy Assistance Program is the end of this month. So it's called the 𝗕𝗓𝗟 program. And this is where if you've fallen behind or anticipate falling behind in your heating bill, they can make payments of either $300, $400, or $500 directly to Duke Energy or whoever you're doing business with, and then you can catch up with your heating bill. So it ends at the end of this month, and they're really, really generous, what they call low income. So check it out if you want to take part in this program. Okay, the Durham County libraries are all open until 8, and that does include Bragtown. They will reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens tomorrow at 10. Let's see what's happening at the Durham Tech Small Business Center. Now they're open again with the in-person classes. I think they're going to have one today. No, not today. Okay, wait a minute. Tomorrow. So tomorrow they're going to offer this class twice. In person at the Chesterfield Building, 201 West Main Street on the second floor. So the class is called Positive Pricing for Profitability. So it's going to be offered tomorrow from 11:30 until 1. And if you can't make it midday, then they're going to offer it again. These are free, by the way, from 6 until 7:30. Super awesome. Now, let me tell you about some of these online free classes that are being offered across the state. Let's see. So this is today from 1 until 2, Business Planning Market Research, Part 3, Putting It All Together. Here's another class from 5:30 until 7, Network of Women Small Business Owners, Design and Advertising Campaign. Oh, you can learn how to do that. I might have to check that one out. Okay. And then here's another one tonight from 6 until 7, 10 Reasons Why Small Business Should Use Webinars/Online Meetings. Really exciting, really great. Oh, as you probably know, Creek Week started this weekend, and it goes until next Saturday. It's coordinated by Keep Durham Beautiful. Here's the logo. So you click on the logo, then it takes you to the Creek Week page. I think there's a couple of things happening today. Let's see. A lot happened yesterday and the day before. But let's see. Today's the 20th, right? So there's a couple of events that happened already. So one just ended. Let's see. Oh, here's one. Now, this one's tomorrow, 9 a.m. to noon. They're having the Panther Creek cleanup from 9 until noon tomorrow. So you'll be joining Friends of the Mountains to Sea in a litter cleanup near Redwood Road. And this is in Durham. It doesn't sound familiar to me, but this is in Durham. And I suspect this might be on the north end of town because it sounds unfamiliar to me. Another thing happening tomorrow from 11 until noon, the Bioretention Tour. That's going to be given tomorrow, 11 until noon, at the General Services Building, and that's over there, 2011 Fay Street, which is off of Gear Street, I'm pretty sure. So you can learn how the city's bioretention cell filters stormwater runoff as part of a green stormwater infrastructure project that removes pollutants in order to improve water quality and to benefit pollinators. So you can register for that right now. That's going to be held tomorrow from 11 until noon. That sounds like fun. Okay, then you can also sign up for the Lake Mickey personal motorboat cleanup. So you take your own boat out if you have a boat. You can help clean up Lake Mickey. That's going to be Wednesday from noon until 4. That sounds like fun too. And then there's going to be another Lake Mickey paddle on cleanup. So you can paddle a boat that's provided by Durham Parks and Recreation. If you don't have your own, they're going to have canoes and kayaks. And then this sounds really fun. So everybody's going to meet at the Lake Mickey boating area in Bahama. And again, this is Wednesday from 2 until 4. And let's see. You hop in a boat, and I'm sure they're going to have those life vests. And then you help pick up water out of the lake. That sounds cool. So if you want to take part in that, yeah, that sounds great. Then there's going to be 2 events, for one for tweens and then one for adults at the main library. You can read all about this. You go to the word page, and where you see Keep Durham Beautiful, then you click on the logo, and that takes you to the Creek Week page, which is chock full of fun activities. Okay, now let's go back to the word page. Reinvestment Partners. Let me scroll down to Reinvestment Partners. They are the ones who are running the VITA program, the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program. And this is where I guess you would say low to moderate income people can get their taxes done for free by very, very well trained volunteers, I must say. So, with tomorrow being Tuesday, so this is only on Tuesdays and Saturdays. So, on Tuesdays, you go to the Southwest Regional Library on Shannon Road, and that's going to be from 12:45 until 3:45. But it's by appointment only. So, see if you can get in real quick because I have the phone number for you to call right there on the word page. And very important to get those taxes done and to get them done for free. There you go. Okay, let's go to the health page. To your health, I do have your COVID-19 test and vaccine updates, plus where you can pick up the free at-home tests. Also on the health page, it looks like there's a blood drive being run by Blood Connection. So let me scroll down the page. So Blood Connection is going to be at Fuel Fitness. That is today from 3 until 7. The location, 105 West Highway 54 in Suite 271. So if you could help out, I know they would really, really appreciate it. And then tomorrow, they will be at North Carolina Central University's Eagle Landing Residence Hall, 408 Brant Street. My address used to be 404 Brant Street. We had to move, so they when they wanted to build this new dorm. So yeah, that's right next door to where we used to live. Okay, that's going to be tomorrow from noon until 5. Okay, let's see. Oh, HELP opens tomorrow, right? So HELP is the Health Equipment Loan Program. It's run on Tuesdays and Fridays. This is where you can donate or long-term borrow items like wheelchairs and bedside commodes, walkers, canes, that sort of thing. That's going to be tomorrow from 10 until 2. All right, let's see. Oh, let's go to the health events page real quick. Click on the big blue button at the top of the health page. And let's see what's on the schedule for today. Okay. Oh, Kids Can. So they're breaking Kids Can down in terms of age. Age. It used to be like Kids Can, I think it was like from ages 4 to 18. So they have now Kids Can Tweens and Teens for young people ages 11 to 18 whose parents, guardians, or grandparents have been diagnosed with cancer. They can get their questions answered. They can like hang out. This is online. It's run by Duke from 6:30 until 7:30 this evening. And also they can get just some tips on self-care skills and that sort of thing. So you can call or email and sign them up. Your young folks, ages 11 to 18. Okay, now tomorrow, the virtual long-term care community support group, they'll be meeting from noon until 1:15. That's going to be tomorrow. That's also run by Duke. Okay, let's go to the Senior Scope page and see what's happening for people in the older set like myself. Now, I remember when my parents died, we had to go through and get rid of so many papers. So it seems that our prayers have been answered, at least here locally. Senior Pharmacist is going to host a shred-a-thon next Wednesday. Of course, I will remind you, I'm telling you now, so you can get those papers together. So you will take those papers to the Durham Center for Senior Life. Senior Pharmacist is in the same building. So in the parking lot, they're going to have people there ready to accept your papers, and they'll safely shred them. So even if you have confidential records, no problem. They will shred them so they will be totally unreadable. It's going to be next Wednesday from 1 until 3. And I'll be DJing so that you can hear some great music while you're getting your old papers shredded. Okay, and let's see what else is happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life. Let's see. Aging with Pride is today. Let me find that. the Aging with Pride support group for members, senior members of the LGBTQ plus community. They will be meeting today from 4 until 5 in the classroom and also on Zoom if you can't make it in person. So you can call and register and also get that Zoom link. Okay, what else is happening? Let's see. Oh, tomorrow, TED Talk. Yeah, TED, TED Talk Tuesdays. That's tomorrow, where you can talk about tech issues with Ted Rogers Jr. This is an in-person event from 9:30 until 10:30 at the center downtown. Also, let's see, there's the open mic. That's going to be really fun. That's tomorrow, always on Tuesdays from 11 until noon. So we're talking about stand-up comedy, singing, poetry, whatever you want to do. That's going to be tomorrow. And of course, it's a free event. And I think there's something else going on. Let me make sure. Oh, sign up. Yes. Sign up for the March birthday celebration. So if your birthday is this month, they will be celebrating it on Tuesday, tomorrow, and that will start, I think, at 12:30. Let me make sure. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. 12:30 until 1:30. You do want to register because I think they want to make sure that they have enough snacks for everyone. So it's going to be tomorrow at 12:30. Also, you can sign up for, there's going to be a special program on Wednesday. Let me find it. Let's see. There it is. So Wednesday from 10 until 11, there's going to be a special talk about falls and osteoporosis. So learn how to take care of yourself and your bones on Wednesday and sign up for that by calling in. And then also they're going to have painting with police. That's also going to be Wednesday, 12:30 until 3. All supplies will be provided, so you can call and register for that as well. I think that's it for the senior page. Okay, let's go to the Let's Go page, the last page that we will be visiting. That is the calendar of events page. Let's go there and scroll all the way down to 20. There we are. Big news if you're looking for work and want to work for the city. I just happened to be at, let me put this down for a second, Durham City Hall the other day. Job fair. They're having a big job fair today. They also want Spanish speaking people to get jobs as well. So Feria de Trabajo. That happens in just a few minutes. Grab my iPad back. Gigantic job fair. It's so huge. It's at the Durham Convention Center, which is at 301 West Morgan Street. And it's during the week, so you have to pay for parking. There is a parking lot though, which is like, well, you know where it is. There's a couple of parking lots around there. So anyway, let's see. So they're looking to hire 911 call takers. They're recruiting for the Durham Police Department, Durham Fire Department, operations like street maintenance, mechanics, heavy equipment operators, groundskeepers. They're also going to have positions, for administrative staff, engineers, lots of jobs. So have lots of copies of your resume together. Dress nice, and then for some spots they're going to be recruiting and interviewing people right on the spot. So if you want to get a sneak peek at all the job openings, because you don't want to waste your time, I do have a link, so you can click on the link and see if there's one particular job or two or three that you want to apply for. There's also going to be bilingual Spanish speaking staff there, so very, very important. This is going to be today in a few minutes from 1 until 6. Let me know if you got a job with the city. That would be awesome. Okay, New Visions of Africa Restaurant will be giving away free meals 3 until 6. This is for people who are in need. They're right next door to W.D. Hill on Fayetteville Street. The Caroline Daily Recital from Duke University Chapel starts at 4:59 and ends at 5:20. This is not an in-person event. Instead, you go to Facebook Live and turn up your speakers for beautiful chiming music at 4:59 this afternoon. Okay, the Hayti Heritage Center is the site for the Heritage Rhythms African dance class. That's going to be upstairs in the Chug Davis Dance Emporium from 6:30 until 8. There is a $10 fee, and this is where you work out, and also learn some African dance steps at the same time. Marva's Fun's going to have her Stay Well virtual line dance class, 7 until 8 on Zoom. It's always free and always fun. The Durham City Council, they're having their regular meeting this evening from 7 until 10-ish. This is downtown, of course, City Council chambers. So you can watch many different ways. You can go in person, of course, or YouTube, Twitter, their Facebook, Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, all those different ways. So if you want to attend the meeting, again, that's from 7 until 10-ish. Now, tomorrow, the Durham County Sheriff's Office's Animal Services Division, they're going to have their rabies vaccination clinic. This is every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So you call the number that's on the page there on Let's Go, and then you can set your appointment between 9:30 and 11 or between 2 and 3:30. $10 exact change. Okay. Oh, one more thing. New Visions of Africa restaurant, they're going to have their grocery giveaway tomorrow, 12:30, for people in need. So if your cupboard's bare, you're low income, or you just need the help, then just stop by. They don't mind. It's like no questions asked. You just give your name. Um, don't be embarrassed. If you need the help, just stop by, and they'll give you a bunch of groceries. So if you're on the bus, it's the 5 or the 5K. Try to get a rollaway cart if at all possible. Let's look at the weather. It's actually nice out, even though it's only 44, but it's still nice out. The sun's out. It's going up to 53, which is not too bad for the first day of spring. The sun's going to be out all day long. Now, tomorrow, 62, and it's going to be like in the 80s Thursday. But tomorrow, it's going to be 62 and sunny just about all day. All right, if you could share this out, I'd really appreciate it. And let's see what's happening. It looks like our cook is waiting in the wings. Let's see. Oh, wait, he's got messages, which I didn't mention. Let's notice. Red Cross, how to close social media accounts of deceased loved ones. Wow, that's deep. Okay, thank you, Guy. And let's see what the next one is about the job fair. Unable to accept your rejection at this time. Lettersofnote.com. I am unable to accept your rejection. Let's see if I can bring him on to talk about that. That sounds kind of goofy. Okay, here we go. Hey, Guy, what's new?
Well, the the newest thing is my camera died.
Bless
Remember
your
the other
heart.
day when I had problems
Yeah,
with it? Well, I got the
man.
computer back. Oh, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
echoing like crazy. Um,
Oh.
got the computer back.
Mm-hmm.
Let me turn the sound down.
I hope you can take care of that. Hope you can get a new camera.
Is that better?
Well, look who's here. Barb's here. Let's bring her on too.
So
Hey, Barb.
the times that you discussed having the job fair coming up, I was
Oh, the job.
applying
Yeah.
people for employment when I was marketing director, and one of the things that came with my email was a rejection letter denial. He wasn't going to accept being rejected. Appreciated us taking the time to think about it, but I'll see you on Monday. And I laughed
Okay.
and laughed for days. So that
Nice.
makes me think of it. So if somebody goes to the job fair and they apply and they
Mhm.
don't get accepted for whatever reason, then that's the cure.
Wow.
And
I hope you can get your mic fixed, Guy, because yeah, I can sort of hear you. I can hear you, but I mean it's like muffled and kind of
let Barb
weird.
talk. I'll look for a headphone. Just a second.
Okay, Barb, what's new?
I'm feeling better today. That's really new since I've been
Oh,
down under
good.
the weather since the last time I talked to you guys.
Oh my
Um,
goodness, I'm glad you're feeling better.
at I have to take it a day at a time. So,
Mm-hmm.
excited to get some things done today that I haven't had a chance to do over the last several days.
I love
So
your avatar. That's really cool.
thank you. Thank you. I
Very cool.
need to change those things. So listen, one of the things we're in StreamYard, I think you let your users know that you use StreamYard, right? For your live streams.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I use StreamYard for sure.
Well, one of the new features in StreamYard is that your guests can stream your live to their audience. And I've
Mm-hmm.
never
Isn't it
pressed
great?
that button before. Do you mind if I press it to go see if it'll go in for to stream live?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wake people
Please
up over
do.
there. Let's see what happens because I've never used it. I'm going to press the button.
Well, you'll be the first on my show to do that because we talked about
Okay.
it last week, but I don't think Guy tried it. We talked
I
about
think
it though.
you have to have a paid account
Well, I do.
Yeah.
Big bucks.
because
Well,
I don't see an option
Barb's
for
gonna have the
doing that.
account.
Okay, I'm going to put it in Board Stream Live. We know that that's a private group that nobody can get into. So I have to give it a title. So I'm going to say
Okay.
Live with Patricia Marie
This is cool.
and Guy Cook. Since we all met through Blab, I'll say just blabbing, huh?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Let's see what
But they
happens.
just announced a new feature yesterday. Were you at the town hall, the StreamYard town hall meeting?
No, I wasn't. Actually, I missed it.
Well, here's the big news. You can now I haven't explored yet. I don't know if I've received it. It's rolling out this week. You can totally personalize your screen and set it up for as many people on the fly as appears. So they used to have where you could buy a template, like a designer template, but you had to figure out, if you're going to have 2 people or 3 people. Well, now, for example, if I had set it up, when I learned how to use this, then when you join and suddenly it's 3, then I'll be able to adjust it on the fly, the background, the custom background.
Huh.
I'll be
So,
darned.
yeah.
I'll have to check.
I don't think I have it yet. I didn't get the announcement. Usually when there's a new feature, you get the announcement when you log on. So I don't think I have it yet.
Well, I just have, it brings up that same menu where it says stream this to your audience. And can we stream it to more than one destination, or do you know?
Yes. Each guest can stream to up to 2 destinations with a total of 6 guest destinations.
And how many are you streaming to?
Oh, it doesn't affect me at all. But so
just
I
the
am,
guests. Okay. All right.
yeah. So I'm streaming to 3: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and then you can stream to 2, and then Guy can stream to 2, and then somebody else join us. They can stream to 2, but then that'll be it.
Okay.
Unless you give one up and give it to the new guest.
The guy doesn't have a paid StreamYard, so I can't stream.
Oh, I didn't know it was just for paid. I thought,
Well,
okay.
I don't see the option, so I'm thinking I must
Oh,
be
okay. It must be paid.
Yeah, I think he's right. I think you have to have a paid account.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that part. Okay, well, thank you. Now, as far as
I'm sorry.
So with the custom backgrounds, that might be just for paid as well, though.
Is it? Okay, well, I'm gonna save the changes then and see what happens because I just did it to the Born to Stream Live group, which is pretty quiet. Let's see what happens.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let me know how many views you get.
So it clicked, but it does not tell me it's actually live there. It just checked it off. Does it give you a signal that says your guest wants to stream into a certain group or something?
Oh, wait a minute. I just noticed at the top of the page. Okay, so it shows that I'm broadcasting to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And then you show up Facebook and it shows a link symbol.
Right.
So
Let me go
you can
into
check my.
Facebook and see if we're in there. Because how would the guests know if you don't announce it beforehand? You have to have some type of coordinated effort.
I may not have a paid account that I can share, but I do have 2 monitors. Watch this. Share
I'm
screen.
in there. We're in there live.
Yeah.
We're in there live
Oh,
right
We're in there
now.
now.
And
That is so
okay.
cool. Hello,
So
everybody, new people.
There, bring that
Oh,
up, Barbara or Pat,
oh, click on this. Oh, okay.
that I shared. And that's,
Oh, there we are.
yeah.
That is so awesome.
So that's
Thank
how
you,
it
guys.
appears in Cornerstone Live right now.
yeah. Yeah, I put it.
That's
I put it.
awesome. I really
Oh,
like that.
wow. That's interesting. But there was no warning. I mean, you have to coordinate it beforehand, it would seem to me, because
Oh,
that just dropped into the group.
uh-huh.
I mean, because that group is all of us live streamers and they know that we're testing all the time, it's no big deal. But let's
Mhm.
just say I wanted to stream it to TJ's student community group that has 20 some thousand members. So it just
Oh,
drops in
because
there, it's going, and it doesn't say, what the heck are they doing? You know what I'm saying? It shows
okay.
my title. It shows my
Mhm.
title that I gave it in the
Mhm.
stream. That's all it
Mhm.
shows. And it doesn't, it has your banner running on at the bottom. So,
Okay. You know, I also noticed that you made it shows a link symbol and it shows that you made a comment in that stream.
does it show that to you?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Which
see
means
it. I see it too over here in the studio.
that is awesome. I didn't know that would happen.
Yeah.
Oh, that is really
Well, that's
StreamYard
kind
is
of
really
interesting.
something.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I like it a
Um,
whole lot.
but you got to put some thought into it because if you don't, like I said, it's just all of a sudden it appears there and it's like a square.
Mhm.
You know, what's going
And
on?
actually, some people might have a problem because they might belong to a group where the administrator has to give permission.
Permission. Right. Well, actually, if it's you, well, hold on now, girl, because you have to stream it to your group that I have on that I've got connected to StreamYard. You know, the menu comes up for me, and those are
Oh,
groups that I'm authorized to stream into.
oh,
So those
okay,
would
okay.
be where I have StreamYard installed. I've
Mhm.
that group recognizes the app, and I have permission to go live in there.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay,
So
that
yeah,
makes sense.
it can't be just in any destination. It has to be
Oh,
where
okay,
it's
okay, okay.
managed.
That makes sense
Yeah,
because then you could just that would be kind of awkward. Yeah.
exactly.
That is awesome. Well, thank you for coming in and testing that because I was hoping that somebody would do that eventually so that I could see if it worked.
All right, and that's a pretty safe place to test it in.
This is really cool. Wow.
So, while I have your attention, guys, do you belong to
Mhm.
public groups still on
Say it again.
Facebook? Public groups on Facebook.
I belong to a bunch of groups.
Public ones, though. I'm talking about public ones, not
Oh,
closed visible or closed private,
oh,
but public ones. And
I
public ones,
suppose yeah, I suppose I do. Hmm.
when you do, it says, it doesn't say members, it says people. When you're looking at, when you're about the group and it shows who's in there, and it'll say people versus members is one of
Okay, because
them.
I know I belong to a Durham NC private group and a Durham NC public group.
Well, what's happening is the scammers are really hitting the public groups heavy. And
Oh, are they?
with the, there's multiple uh, film and television stars that they have created memes for and claiming that they're dead, you know. and putting them
Oh,
in
I've been seeing
group.
a lot of notices about Justin Bieber dying, and
Right.
That's the
That's
newest
number.
one I've seen.
He's number one, but they had, I think there were 4 different ones yesterday. And what I'm finding is a lot of friends that we have from Blab that had public
Mhm,
groups who are now influencers. I mean,
mhm,
that's what we're supposed to be, right? They've left
mhm.
their public groups unattended, and those characters have gotten in there and are
Oh,
just I had to leave one that was run by Jen Nelson and that Let's Live Stream. I don't know if you guys are in it. It starts with
no.
the hashtag
Mm-mm,
Let's Live Stream.
mm-mm.
And Ross Brand, I had to contact separately to, alert him to the high volume that was in his group. And
Oh
I think
no.
if you
Okay.
run any public groups and actually participate in them, you're safest to be in a group that has post approval on, because that way the admin has to see it before it drops to the group. And that's how they,
Gee.
would avoid that. And also in
Mm.
setting through that admin assist, they could set up filters to stop that from happening. But
I-
what happened, and I actually created a post in Board to Stream Live this last, I think it was Friday or Saturday, I think Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, somewhere in there. There is a post in the group when I when I alerted everyone
mhm,
that a public group I had belonged to since I think it was 2012, and it was
mhm,
a local community group, okay, in New Mexico. And it was public and it was a business group. And these guys, the bad guys, got in and actually took, because they were posting those, the Justin Bieber and all that stuff, they were the only ones active in the group, right? And the
wow.
actual, now here's how it happened. The actual owner of the group left the group. So there was no admins in that group
Mhm.
at the time it happened. And so one of those bad guys was appointed admin, and they completely changed. And this was a local New Mexico group, my business group, mind you.
Hmm.
And they completely changed the graphics and name of the group to something Vietnamese and totally unrelated. And so
Okay.
if you're not watching that
Mhm.
as, as a member of a group, when you're not watching that, because public groups are picked up through Google search in the public arena, and it's showing you as a member of that group, that can actually impact
Hmm.
your visibility on the internet. So it's not something you want to be a part of.
So, as far as them becoming administrators, you can do that. You can self-appoint
No,
if you're.
Facebook does it automatically. Okay, if there is no admin or
Mhm.
moderator in a group, okay, nothing, no admin or moderator, just members.
Yeah.
It's just a computer routine. It goes to search for the most active member in that group and offers them the admin to admin that group. So if
What?
it's a spammer, so if it is a spammer, they get the group.
I
But you
I
can
I
still
I
quit.
just. Mm-mm.
Did you
That
follow?
that is
It's just a computer routine. It
But you can
that is
still
automatically
quit.
does that.
outrageous.
If choose to leave the group, you can.
Well, anybody can leave the group, right? You can leave it at any time. But if you're not paying attention, and literally, I am a member in over 300 groups, not all of which I joined, but people have put me as a member,
Mhm.
included me as a member,
Wow.
as somebody who needed help on the back end or something.
Sure.
And then I never got back to removing myself after I helped them.
Mhm.
Or, I didn't know that the amount of time had gone by, and the computer side of it, of the technology side, Facebook says, well, she obviously wants to be in there, so she's in, and these are all of the things that we have to deal with from the technology side.
I guess the average person doesn't know this.
I don't think I don't think that the mainstream people know it. I don't think that this is where we are really, getting down. I mean, people from the our live streaming community that we have known for
Mhm.
10 years now, I guess,
Yeah.
and have become influencers. Well, a lot of them have started other communities elsewhere, done other things to try different options, even from websites, which they've done before. Every time there's, a big shakeup,
Hmm.
but they just abandon them.
So,
And
Barb.
so instead of pausing the group
Mhm.
or archive, you have two options. One is to pause it, and two is to archive it. And both of those, then it's off the grid. I mean, it's not going out to the public. It's not being, you can't post to it. And uh, it's just sitting there waiting for the owner,
You should
or
probably you should probably do that. But here's my question for you, Barb. Some people, it's not recommended, but some people open apps through their social media. They'll say, do you want to open it with Google, Facebook, or whatever?
right.
So if they infiltrate your group and become admin, do they have access to your, can they through the back door mess around your?
If you know, because you left the group, remember? You weren't there because that's how they got the group, because you left the group.
So all ties are broken in terms.
But
Oh.
but now that you brought it up, you know that not everybody has two-factor authentication on their accounts,
Mm-hmm.
and Meta is pushing for us all to pay a premium for authentication, so that we get our little blue sticker that says, we've gone through all this to identify that we're real people and so forth.
Okay.
Get support from them direct, right? To get support instead of being given, just as a natural part of our support, a
Mm-hmm.
certain level of safety and reassurance that things that they have provided work. The basics. If I get into a group, I want to be able to post it. I want to be able to edit my post, and I want to be able to delete my posts.
Sure.
Simple things like that.
Well, I do have two-step authorization for Facebook.
Uh-huh.
I do
But
have.
not everyone does. And you would be surprised at the numbers of who does and who doesn't in
Mhm.
comparison. And so what happens, and in this case, if a person can have their account hijacked,
Mhm.
and they can go in, that hijacker can go in as the owner of that account, take it over or delete it, whatever they want to do. And you can't get back in under that ID again.
Ooh, that's scary.
And then you're um, how do you recover from that? Well, if you were a verified account, an authenticated account, now
Mhm.
they're saying that under the paid program, you'll get a personal support person to help you out. They're not saying they'll fix it, but they'll say they're going to give you a personal support person to work it out. That's the
Okay.
only hope you really have
Mhm.
of
Mhm.
getting that back. So, which is not good,
Wow.
not good at all. Yeah, but the public, I said a long time ago, this public groups thing is pretty dangerous, because everything in public groups, that when they say they're public, it
Mhm.
is indexed by Google.
Okay.
And so when you're searching, you can go on Google. If it says public, you can see everything that is in that account without logging into Facebook. You do not have to be a Facebook member.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's not good.
Wow.
So
So I guess
anyway,
most groups, or if not all groups, should be private then. Because I actually share Bull City Hangout with 6 groups, and to be honest, I don't know if they're public or private. I do know I did notice that there are 2 Durham NC groups. One is public and one is private. But the other 4, I honestly don't know if they're public or private. I haven't bothered to really. I mean, I'm a member, but I don't remember checking.
Yeah, and they allow you to stream live even if you're not an admin in the group.
Well, I don't stream live. What I do, and it's really cool. So I put the announcement for Bull City Hangout. I share that to 6 groups. And then after the show's over, I go back and I post the YouTube link so that you can watch it, you know, the YouTube video. Now, if you want to watch the original StreamYard, you would watch that from the Durham Skywriter page. But if you're a member of these 6 groups, then you will see the YouTube link so you can click. So I replaced the flyer, the announcement flyer.
Yeah.
I replaced that with the YouTube link. So you can actually not leave the group and still watch Bull City Hangout, but you'll be watching it after I post it.
Yeah.
So
well, there's the other thing that Facebook has done, which is not good for us, is it's not sending off notifications to our group members that we're actually live in there anymore.
It doesn't?
Not if they percentage wise, and not if they not number one reason is if they don't have their notifications set to being on for that.
Right.
Several months ago, they knocked everybody's notifications, preset notifications they had off, and you have to start out again. So you had to log into each group and reset your notifications. Okay. Well, they didn't advertise that heavily, and so there's a lot of people, the majority, do not know that. So don't turn the notifications on. So that's when they came up with that everyone tag, and try to encourage people that, which is not installed in all groups, but they try to encourage everyone who has it installed to use them because it would notify everyone that's there.
I noticed people doing that lately with that everyone.
Yeah. Well, that was because that tag will do the one notification to the members of that group. So,
I actually think it's cool if you don't overuse it.
Right. And unfortunately, it's being overused, you know. Yes. Well, because people are panicky because they can't, the other notifications were toggled off, and the majority don't know that they have to encourage the members of their group to toggle them on.
Okay, because I think someone told me they no longer receive the notifications for Bull City Hangout.
Right. And that's because in their settings somewhere, because they did that on our profiles and they did that in our groups. So you know, it was just in some software upgrade or whatever, and they went off. And sorry, of course we believe that, but it happened. And so if people don't reset it, then I can tell you overall in the groups that it has had a significant impact on engagement and visibility. So you've got to work a lot harder just because of a technology setting. And so you say, well, geez, support can fix that, and that's true. But you know, there's good luck. You can't get any help from support. And quite frankly, I had a premium support before because of what I was doing on Facebook, and we had a special person assigned and all that. I kept the emails from them because it was worthless. And so they've never had, you know, a standard caliber of support that software applications typically do, and especially a type of a communication software that they absolutely should have.
Well, there's a lot to look into, so I'm going to do some poking around and maybe make some announcements. And boy, that public group thing is really scary. So I'm going to tell the people I know who have public groups to to be aware.
Just put the posts on post approval and check those public groups. If you're a member of a public group
Hmm.
and you check into that public group and you notice those death notices, that's the scam, and you need to report those to the admins of that group right away. And if there's no response from the admins, then it's highly likely they're not checking in the groups. And one, you have a choice to remove yourself from the group. You can report it to Facebook.
Hmm.
It goes in the hopper, it's being reported, but is anything being done? No. The
I'll
admins,
do that because this happens on the Durham theater page, and then I noticed this week it was on the Durham jazz page.
mm,
So
okay,
I will definitely. I think what I did. I think I reported to the admin.
yeah.
You know.
That's what I had. Like in Ross's group, I had like four different notifications, four different posts. And I sent the first one in. I waited about a half an hour because I thought if I send them in right away,
Hmm.
technology is going to view that as spamming, because I'm hitting a
Oh
button to do
wow.
something multiple times. So I got to
Yeah.
be careful in how I communicate that, which I did.
Hmm.
And on the fourth one, it said, "You have already reported this."
Uh-oh. That was
So
stop.
yeah, but it took 45 minutes out of my morning that day.
Yeah.
And so,
Hmm.
and I only did it because I cared, about the leadership of that group. And of course, I had probably 60 friends who were members in that group, and they were all influencers.
I do remember, this is a vague memory. There was a guy, he had a DIY Facebook page and YouTube channel. And for some reason, he just quit. Maybe he ran out of ideas. But he had these crazy, cheap ways of making things. I can't remember. And I noticed that his Facebook page, because he said goodbye, so we knew he was leaving. But um, I have noticed people posting on his page unrelated stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too
Yeah.
bad.
So he said goodbye, but I guess what he should have done, he should have archived it, I guess.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
but he might not have known. He might not have had a friend like
But then for us that are aging, speaking for
so.
myself,
Mm.
um, we did have a service that was introduced probably 5 years ago, and that we could have a backup. That if something happened to us, we gave them the name, email, and address information of that person as a legitimate contact to go in and take over our account. To make the announcement that we've expired, and
Mm.
that they also, with that person you assigned had the ability to shut off comments and post to the page,
Mm-hmm.
or to just archive it. But basically, it was Facebook. That Facebook did that as a courtesy, and they took that away about 2 months ago now.
We did.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
see.
and I was like, because I'm sure they're going to make it a premium service that you pay for.
Okay, because I've seen where someone died, and then on the anniversary or on their birthday, people will post "Miss you, cousin" or whatever.
Right. And so
Yeah.
that's all in how it's set up,
Mm-hmm.
how that was set up the last time that person appeared there, or if it was turned over to someone else to manage prior to 2 months ago.
Wow. Well, I'm gonna cut this short because there. I don't know if you saw the beginning of my show. I was showing. In fact, I'll show you what's happening right on my property. My next door neighbors have the three trees taken down. They're up between our houses.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
So my house
extreme.
just shook. So I
Oh,
just want to
wow.
see what
Well,
they're doing out there because they're dropping because they're cutting the tree trunks and then dropping them on the ground. So you must be getting to the big part because
yeah.
yeah, because my house just shook.
Oh my. Well, it was
So
great to catch up with you again and to try this streaming effort out. I wonder if I can stop streaming before you can, or if it just automatically stops
I
when
don't
we,
know.
but let's see on that. Um, so I'm, for
No,
those of
if you end it, it'll just end. But if you,
you
but
are live. Okay, I clicked on it. You are live, it says, in Born to Stream Live, and then it says edit, remove, view on Facebook. But it does not say stop, or it just
yeah,
says you are live.
I think this is very much like if you're, this
And
is
I
like,
can't click it off. So it
yeah,
must be you.
there's another feature where you can share accounts, and then the person doesn't control the show. So when they come on the show, they can record, like if someone wants to record like an announcement,
Hmm.
so they can come on and get their own recording.
Right, I have that.
Yeah,
I
but I think it ends when the host ends. They can't
yeah,
edit. Yeah. So as
exactly.
long,
That's what it is here too. And
and that one is as long as they're on camera, then
mhm.
it will record. And when they're off camera, then it's
Maybe that I'll leave then,
oh no,
and
oh,
we should
okay.
we
Well,
can
thanks
find out. It's
for
time for us to get back to work, and I'll go ahead and leave, and you can close out, and we'll see what happens.
okay,
I'll
and then message me and let me know how it went.
yeah, I will.
Thanks, Barb.
Okay. Uh-huh.
See you soon.
Uh-huh. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. That was brilliant. Barb is old school. When we're talking internet, Barb goes way back. She knows the whole history of the whole internet thing, everything. She's super tech and she knows all about it. So anyway, I love when she drops by because she knows what's happening behind the scenes. So with that, have a beautiful day. Oh, I have to announce that Wednesday, wait, is it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday's show will be pre-recorded and Thursday's show will be pre-recorded because of conflict of scheduling. So Wednesday and Thursday, Bull City Hangout will be pre-recorded. You won't be able to join me on camera, but you can join me tomorrow. You can enjoy. You can also join me on Friday. With that, have a beautiful day. And enjoy the weather. It's going up to 53. It's going to be sunny all day today. And then tomorrow it's going all the way up to 62. With that, enjoy the rest of the first day of spring. And I'll see you tomorrow at noon for Bull City Hangout. Ciao for now.